Thank you. Well, thank you, Tammy, for those both piercing and poignant words. There's no one better who can understand what this right-wing MAGA Republican movement is trying to do to women than Tammy Baldwin. Than Tammy Baldwin, but and Tammy Duckworth. But thank you. Those were really beautiful words. In some Republican, now, why are we here? We're here first to thank Senator Duckworth for putting this important presser together and moving her legislation tomorrow. We're here because all Americans all across the country are just outraged and revolted by the radical attack on IVF and fertility care we saw in Alabama last week. The opinion from the Alabama Supreme Court will cause untold damage to women, families, and doctors. It's heartbreaking, it's enraging, both at once. And while this is a stunning decision, as Senator Duckworth has said it is, it's not completely surprising. This didn't happen in a vacuum. What happened in Alabama, make no mistake about it, is a direct consequence of the hard-right MAGA Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. And as sure as we're standing here, there are going to be other awful decisions that emanate from this overturning of Roe v. Wade in the future. Thanks to MAGA extremism and the hard-right judges, the extremist judges, that former President Trump and the Republican Senate put on the courts, today the United States is an embarrassment to the world when it comes to reproductive freedom. Here in the 21st century, we live in a country where women have to travel hundreds of miles just for basic health care. In some Republican state legislators, politicians are trying to police women's movements and control. Doctors now fear criminal prosecutions just for doing their jobs and for obeying the Hippocratic Oath. And families who want to get pregnant now have to worry that even in vitro fertilization will be taken away from them. There are so many countless people we all know who have the joy of children because of IVF. Because of IVF. So, as I said, it's heartbreaking. It's enraging. And Republicans know it. They know it. They're like the dog who caught the bus. They play ball with these hard-right ideologues, and then they even though they back all these other movements, including repealing Roe, they're now desperately backpedaling over the last few days because they see what they have done. These Republicans are like the arsonist who set a house on fire and then said, "Why is it burning?" But let us be very clear. Republicans who have spent decades packing our courts with hard-right judges and who have called for national abortion bans deserve zero benefit of the doubt now that the consequences of their agenda are sinking in and even spreading. The shameful state of women's health care and women's health care freedoms is a direct product of hard-right Republican agenda, which too many other Republicans have gone along with lock, stock, and barrel. Republicans own what happened in Alabama. Republicans own the disasters that emanate from Roe v. Wade. And Democrats are absolutely committed to doing everything we can to protect women, families, reproductive freedom. Republicans will learn when it comes to attacks on personal freedoms, the American people do not easily forget. Thank you, and I have to go open up the floor, or I would want to listen to your remarks.
Thank you.